TV. What's good, family? I see y'all. Throwing love before I head into my workout. Back on my proper eating regimen. Went out of town, man, and I was not disciplined. And the scale showed it this morning. But meanwhile, let's get into this video. Let's talk about why I am as some people say, a JDR. And it's not for YouTube. I mean, of course, I don't deride nobody, but I am a huge Michael Jordan fan. I don't apologize for it. In my opinion, he is the greatest basketball player that ever played the game. Now, you have the right to believe what you want to believe, pick your GOAT, who you think is the best. You may choose Kobe, you may choose Kareem, Magic Johnson, any of those players. Some of y'all think Wilt is the greatest. My opinion is Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Kobe Bryant is a very close second, and Kareem is a close third. Those are the guys I have the most respect for because they changed the game to a point to where people feared them on the basketball court. But when I was growing up, see, I was born in 1977. I'm giving my age. I'll be 47 in a few months. I grew up, and there were two basketball players. Now, I don't idolize nobody as a Christian, but as a child, I didn't know no better. And I idolized two players, and that was Michael Jordan and Bo Jackson, in two different respectable sports. One day I'm gonna do a video all about Bo Jackson. This is about Michael Jordan mostly, but I'm gonna say why I idolize both MJ and Bo Jackson for one simple reason. They were the best. they were unstoppable. Those two dudes was like, for lack of a better term, they was like gods out there in their fields. Man, they were like it didn't matter what you did, you could devise the best defensive plans on the field. Bo Jackson would still run through you like what nobody's business and drag you into the end zone. Bo Jackson on the baseball diamond looked like he had superhuman abilities, running up the walls, breaking the bat on his knees. Breaking the bat with his head. Like, the dude ran over Brian Bosworth. Just things just make you be at awe. Like, I cannot believe this nigga just did this, man. Michael Jordan, it didn't matter what you came up with, you could not stop this Negro on the basketball court. He was, it's almost like Michael Jordan was just like stages above, like worlds above all the other guys on the basketball court. Like, you watch the game. I remember when Michael Jordan would check out the game, I would stop watching. I go play with my toys, man. Let me go play with my action figures. Let me turn on my Nintendo. And then once they check Michael Jordan back in the game, I switch back over to the game again. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan you just be at awe. Even the guys he played against would say, man, when Michael Jordan was on the court, it was like nobody else was out there. It's like, man, you had awe of Michael Jordan. It was like mind blowing. What's happening, man? Yeah, man, no doubt. I'm schooling these boys on why Michael Jordan is the GOAT, man. And my biggest, I'm gonna tell you, I've told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it more in depth now. One of the biggest things when I finally realized that this Negro is the greatest basketball player of all time. I always enjoyed him, but I knew when he played those two back-to-back championship series with the Utah Jazz, when I saw how one team deserved to win the championship, there is no doubt in my mind that the Utah Jazz deserved, especially that second time, to beat the Chicago Bulls. Because to me, Utah had the better team. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm not so much of a Michael Jordan fan. Yep, 97 and 98. I'm talking more about 98. What's happening, Ted? I see you in the building, man. Good morning, man. The Chicago Bulls were inferior to the Utah Jazz. Let's just tell the truth. All of the players that stocked them along, greatest basketball duo of all time next to Jordan and Pippen. But maybe I even give them a little slight edge, man. I'm gonna be honest. I think they might be, I mean, you can put it in any order: Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, John Stockton, Carmelo. If you say you think John Stockton and Carmelo are two greatest, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, they were missing a center, but they really didn't need. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They were so good, dude, offensively. The second year, this is when I knew Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player of all time. I had come to grips with it. I settled it, and nobody ever tell me he wasn't the GOAT after that second series. The Chicago Bulls had beat the Utah Jazz in 6 games. Utah took it personal. I'm talking about, man, they took it. If y'all remember, Karl Malone went home. I don't know whether he went vegan, whether he didn't eat, I don't know what he did to his diet. All fruits and vegetables, supplements, a lot of running, lot more weightlifting, a lot more cardio, more reps. Karl Malone had shed about 30 or 40 pounds of fat, turned everything into muscle. Cut that little Jerry curl thing he had off his head, whatever that thing was. Stop worrying about being a pretty boy, stop chasing women, whatever he was doing before. That next year, he was all business. He wasn't playing. Utah was the best team in the NBA. The best roster, best players, best system, best everything. They were the superior team to everybody in the league that year. And you could tell they was motivated. They didn't want nobody. Yeah, what's happening, man? Yeah, yes, girl. Yeah, he let go of that thing. He wasn't playing, man. And they came back focused. I'm going to tell you, man, Utah was ready. They had one mission, and that was to beat the holy crap out of the Chicago Bulls. They were like, you could see it, man. Them dudes like, man. And I remember being nervous, man. Yeah, Phil Jackson. Yep, yeah, he is the greatest basketball coach. But I remember thinking, man, as a Chicago Bulls, as a Michael Jordan fan, I was nervous. I had never been nervous about Michael Jordan. I'm like, man, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He's the best. Can't nobody stop Michael Jordan. But that was the one year when I seen how Karl Malone looked, how focused Utah was, I was scared. I got to go and tell you the truth. I never doubted Michael Jordan, but I was hanging on by a thread that year, man. I'm like, man, after I seen how Utah was playing and how they was moving, I'm like, these dudes, man, they are focused, man. Anybody else in the NBA Finals, they'd have swept them. I'm talking about, they play anybody, man, wasn't nobody going to touch. Man, Karl Malone, I can't remember how many points, maybe 28 points. Dude was incredible that year, man. Oh, yeah, Howard is. All them guys, man, they had the better team. They have gotten better. I think they made a couple of minor trades. They had improved. They got themselves better. They were focused. They had motivation to get even, get that get back with Chicago. And they were determined they were going to let nothing stop them from coming out the West. And they did. Yep. But this is 98 I'm talking about, though. They beat everybody. They come out the West, got in the finals. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is where, when you have the best player that actually is focused and can't be rattled like that bum LeBron James can. If you sneeze wrong with his face, he quits. Michael Jordan literally was the best basketball player on the inferior team. Just like, I'm going to tell you, even in 93, if you go back, Phoenix Suns had a better team. Like, y'all can say what y'all want. I don't care. I love Michael Jordan. But the Bulls didn't have no business winning that championship neither. But Michael Jordan is so much of an X factor. No matter how prepared you are, no matter how good your team is, and Utah deserved to win that championship. They was motivated. But Michael Jeffrey Jordan was just too good. Too good. And the X factor, MJ, told them dudes, I don't care. You can go get Superman. You can get the Justice League. All of that. I've heard you LeBron James fanboys make excuses talking about if Michael Jordan went up against the Golden State Warriors or Kevin Durant, he wouldn't win. Yes, he would, because that's how focused Michael Jordan was. He'd have made them dudes who's missing threes. He said, he'd have been like, if you miss another three, I'm gonna put my foot dead in your behind. And they didn't want to have to go to that locker room and that practice after they played subpar. Michael Jordan made everybody around him better. Now that's what making teammates better. Holding them accountable more than just, oh man, LeBron James threw that pass behind his back. Look how he makes everybody better. That ain't making everybody better. That's making people hit shots. It's a difference. Michael Jordan was a difference maker. And it didn't matter. It don't matter who he would have gone up against, man. MJ and them would have beat Stephen Curry and them in 6 games. Michael Jordan never went 7 games in his life, in his career, in no NBA Finals. And that was no different. Utah left that game with their heads down. I almost felt sorry for him. No, I didn't. But them guys deserved to win that championship. They earned it. They were the better team. They were the superior team. Karl Malone, the first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest basketball players ever played the game at power forward. Top, 5 greatest scorers of all time? Man, Karl Malone could get out of bed half asleep and score 30 points. Come on, y'all, man. They had the team. They had them. But Michael Jordan was just too doggone good. And when it came down to the come down, the more superior athlete beat the superior team. Now, if that ain't a GOAT, I don't know what a GOAT is. Michael Jordan put the fear of God in everybody he played with. They were scared of Michael Jordan because they knew one false move to piss him off, to make him mad, you might get 50 dropped on your head. So, Brandon Love Sports TV, JDR, daggum right. Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, in their heyday. So I don't want to hear nothing else about no LeBron James, none of these other players you come up and pull out of your behind. There will never be another Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He is the greatest basketball player that ever played the game. I don't care what y'all come up with. You LeBron James pathetic fanboys and girls can come up and pull all the statistics you want to pull out your behind. It don't matter. I don't care about no stats. MJ never lost, as LeVar Ball would say, never lost. 6-0. 6 Finals MVPs. Defensive Player of the Year multiple years. Multiple MVPs. So I don't want to hear your arguments because they have no merit. Michael Jordan will never, ever be topped. And the funny thing, I'm going to close on this one because this is my last YouTube video for a week. Michael Jordan, I want you to listen to this real good. Had he played as long as that bum from Akron, Ohio has played, he would have probably 60,000 or more points. Michael Jordan was a scorer. And above all, he was a winner. A lot of times the reason why LeBron James gives the ball to other people is because he doesn't want to take the blame when they lose. When Michael Jordan would lose, he'd stand on business and hold himself accountable before he did for anybody else. And he would defend his teammates, unlike that coward who hides behind every excuse. He'll sit there, watch his coaches get fired, watch his teammates get traded, and while he sit there, well, I don't know, that's the decision of the organization. I can't respect a man like that. Guys like MJ and Kobe stood on business and held themselves accountable, and their teammates respected them because of that. So yes, that is the answer to your question. Brandon Love Sports TV is a proud JDR. MJ is my GOAT. Point blank, period. End of discussion. Brandon Love Sports TV. Shout out to the LDBC. And like my man right here said, I approve this message. Peace. I'm out.